Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. All praise and double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who brought out this truth many, many years ago, and still to this day preaching us this truth. I want to say shalom to all the true believers, the men and the women that's learning, teaching, and seeking the Lord out with all sincerity and due diligence. I want to say to you all shalom. Just back with another lesson real quick. We could jump straight into it, and as you can see, I got these videos pulled up. It says we are living in the last days, and now the Gentiles of the other nations, know that the African Americans who are known are Israelites are Yahweh's chosen people, and the fear is starting to set in. So now what you see right here, we got a few different videos of Gentile nations. You got Esau, look like Ishmael up there, and they saying how we are, the real people of the Bible. We are the chosen people. So we're going to grab, probably like 3 of the videos and then bring a couple precepts with each one of them. So we're going to start with this
and
first
they
one.
will remain.
Start it back. And it says, Black Americans still enslaved, according to Sheikh, however you say his name. So we're going to watch this one, then grab some precepts. Then we're going to watch another video, grab some precepts. We'll jump straight into it real quick.
When I went to the United States, I was based in New York, and among the things I had to do was I had to go to a prison once a month, and I had to conduct an Islamic service for the Muslims in the prison. Imagine my surprise. When I went there, the hall was packed. Packed. I said, those who are Muslim, put your hands up. Less than a quarter put their hands up. I said, what are you doing here? You're not Muslims. He said, no, we like Islam. When I went to this prison, I got a rude shock. I said, I thought slavery had ended. But when I come to the prison, I see all the prisoners are black and all the police officers are white. I said, really? I thought slavery ended. I thought slavery ended. No, slavery hasn't ended. And every time I went to the prison, someone would take the Shahada. They love the religion of Islam. When I go to the women's section, I ask, put your hands up, all those who are Muslim. Nobody? I said, what are you doing here? I said, we like this religion. We like this religion because your men respect your women, and our men don't respect our women. That's why we're here. And then when I lived in the United States, I found that those who were slaves yesterday are still slaves in the economic system. They are poor, and they will remain permanently poor. And the slave master is still rich and will remain permanently rich. And so this is oppression.
See that? So these other nations know, who we are, and our people don't even know who we are. What is this? What's that? Roughly paraphrasing, the elect has obtained what is secret for, but the rest were blinded. He went in there and said, he thought to himself first, what are you guys doing here? You guys are not Muslim. So he knows deep down we are the Israelites of the Bible. You guys aren't Muslim, but the narrative that everybody pushes nowadays is that, everybody wants to go either be Christian, or you got everybody going to Islam. Everybody think that's the next best thing, but people like him who knows the truth, he know our people is better than Islam and are Israelites of the Bible. And then he went into the point to where he said, we are still slaves to this day, and that's the truth, man. So the first precept I want to grab real quick, we're gonna go to Exodus 21 and verse 16. Exodus 21 verse 16, and it says, highlight it real quick. It says, he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And so who is that? That's us, the Israelites, man. We're still found in Esau's hand. And who is the one that selleth the man? And that's Esau Edom. Then he sell the man, the woman, the kids. He separated us and everything on them chopping blocks, man. And still to this day. And selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he should surely be put to death. Right? Let's go over here in the NLT. Kidnappers must be put to death, whether they are caught in possession or they're victims or have already sold them as slaves. So that's Esau, man. They've been sold them as slaves. We are still found in Esau's hand, man. We are nothing but in modern day slavery. You know what the Bible said? There's nothing new under the sun. You know, they got the workers. We working, 40, 60, some people work 70, 80 hours a week just to get a paycheck to barely, just to take care, just to pay their bills and take care of their kids, man. And after that, they don't have anything left until the following paycheck, man. While you got the higher ups, the managers and the CEOs, they do everything they can. They push us to get the bonus just for them to get, a piece of the bonus, and us just to give us a dinner, man. Just give us a thank you dinner for working so hard for us to get all this money while they counting that money up there, man. So today, yes, it's modern day slavery, right? Then he said something else. He said how
slavery
this is
has not ended.
and it's just sad how our people, still can't see, what's going on, man. You have all these other nations can see what's going on, but we can't see, right? So now, next precept I got for that video is John chapter 8, verse 31 and 32. Let's see right here. And it says, King James Version, John chapter 8, verse 31, it says, Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed. Yeah, we are his disciples indeed. If you go to that, click on that word disciple. Matter of fact, let's click on it real quick. See, the word disciple goes into learner or pupil, and it goes into learner or pupil, right? So when we're under Yahushua, what are we doing? We're learning. We're learning from his word, man. Everything in this book is written of Yahushua, right? So we learning of him, learning about him, learning how to conduct ourselves as man, learn how to carry our household, learn how to conduct ourselves as servants and in general, man. So back to what it says, then Yahushua said to those Jews who believed in him, if you continue on my word, then you are my disciples indeed. If you continue on my word, then you are my pupils indeed. You're learning from me. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And see, that's where a lot of our people, and that's the point right there. Verse 32, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Free from what? That mental bondage, man, that oppression. Like, we still gonna be held in captivity right now because we under curses. But, the people who's woken up, we see through the bullshit. All these other people that he's seen in them jailhouses that were claiming to be Muslim and Islam, those people are lost, man. They don't have this truth. So they still, mentally, enslaved, man. They can't see through the bullshit. Like I said, they think they Islam, they think they Christian, they think they're going into Buddhism and all this other stuff, everything but what they really supposed to be going into, which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Right? So everybody else knows who we are except our own people, man. And that's just it's crazy, man. Like I said, the elect obtained what they're seeking for, but the rest were blinded, roughly paraphrasing, right? So they blinded, they can't see, they don't know what's going on, man. But like I said, all the other nations and Esau and them know what the fuck is going on, which is why they constantly oppressing us. He said all the prisoners were black and the officers were white. Yeah, nothing's new under the sun, man. Back in the day, the police officer, the history of the police officer, it goes back to slave catcher. They were going up and down the trails all day and night, to see if they can find runaway slaves and slaves who's out of their jurisdiction without a pass and stuff like that. And if they caught them out of jurisdiction without a pass, and if they caught them, they would beat them to death or hang them, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what they're going on. Once they catch us, they either shoot us or kill us, beat us to death, or they lock us up for life, man. So yes, we are still under this captivity, but even though we have this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we see through the bullshit, right? So let's go to the next video, which is Putin. Now listen to what Putin has to say.
В значительной степени тот уровень благосостояния, который достигнут в бывших колониальных державах, он основан на ограблении Африки. Это всем известно хорошо. Да, собственно, исследователи в той же самой Европе этого и не скрывают. Так и есть. Они говорят, на горе и страданиях африканских народов построена в значительной степени, не говорю целиком и полностью, нет, но в значительной степени благополучие колониальных держав. Это очевидный факт. Ограбление, работорговля, конечно.
See what Putin said? And Putin is the same one who revealed, he opened up a little book and revealed that Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man. If you go over there in Europe and a lot of those museums, you know, over there in Russia and Europe and stuff like that, you go into those museums, they have Yahweh Shai, Virgin Mary, Moses, and all them as so-called black people, man, you know, with darker skin. Over the years, they tried to whitewash it by chipping off the dark skin and painting over it, you know, with white or pale skin, but even putting those that our people are the true people of the Lord. We are the chosen ones of the Bible. And if you can read and if you read the subtitles, you know, basically how he's saying we were colonized, man, you know, and everybody knows we're colonized and they're benefiting off of our back and off of our work, right? So let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2. You know, because, you know, like I said, all these other nations knows what's going on, man. But our people don't, right? We're going to read out of NLT. So we're going to start at verse 4. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. And it says, look at the proud, who is the proud as Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They trust in themselves and their lives are crooked, but the righteous will live by their faithfulness to Yahweh. Who are the righteous? That's the elect. You know, the ones who turn back to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Right? It says, wealth is treacherous and the arrogant are never at rest. Who are the arrogant? Again, same thing, the proud as Esau, even the so-called white man. Right? In fact, let's read this verse 5 in the King James Version, NLT, and it says, "Yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home." Why does he need to keep it at home? Because he's going around looting and colonizing things, man. You know what he did to the Native American people. You know, he damn near created genocide on them. You know, you don't even see any real Native American people. All of them are mixed or they look just as white. A lot of Native American people back in the day were dark-skinned brown people with long, black, beautiful hair. And, you know, Christopher Columbus and them wiped them out, man. You know, in one of his journals, I remember saying he couldn't put his sword down for an hour, man. You know, while we was, not us, I'm not, no, Native American, while, you know, Native Americans were promoting peace and love and accepting them, you know, Christopher Columbus was, you know, being sneaky and killing them and murdering them, giving them blankets of smallpox. And he created genocides of the Native American people, man. Right? Also, too, he's a proud man, neither keep it at home. This dude have over 800 military bases around the world. You know, he goes over to other people's countries, you know, steal their resources, which America is a place to where we can have our own, we can create, you know, I'm gonna say our, but they can create their own natural resources. But instead, they'd rather go to different countries, steal their gold, steal their money, you know, kill their leader, and then put sanctions on the people, man. You know, and like I said, they have over 800 military bases all over the world, man. Out of every other country, America has the most military bases out of every other country across the globe in the world. Not just America, across the whole world. This dude has over 800 military bases. Let's continue. Who neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. That's all Esau promotes. He promotes nothing but death, man. When Christopher Columbus came over here, what did he do? He, like he said, he couldn't put his sword down for an hour. He promoted nothing but death. When he gave him the blankets of smallpox, he promoted nothing but death. You know, still to this day. You know, you get pulled over by the police pretty much. If you don't keep it cool, you're gonna end up dead, man. The food they bring out, you know, the food, the water, the air you breathe with chemtrails and everything in there. Esau promotes nothing but death, man. Even in the music videos with the satanic rituals and the stuff that you're watching, it promotes nothing but death. Everything, man. You know, anything you could think of related to Esau, it promotes nothing but death. You know. Let's continue. And cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? So now we're going to jump back to the NLT verse 6. But soon their captors will taunt them, and they will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you, thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You become rich by extortion. How much longer can this go on? Now let's look up this word extortion. If that word is in. Why would they extort you? It makes rich himself with loans. Okay, let's look up the word extortion. Extortion definition. Hopefully I spelled it right. What does it say? It says the practice of obtaining something, especially money, through force or threats, demanding money with menaces, extraction, blackmail, shakedown. Is that not all the things that Esau has done to these different nations and people, man? Again, what does it say? It says the practice of obtaining something, especially money, through forces and threats. How did Esau and them gain control of America? You know, by beating us, forcing us into slavery, and us for building Slakia. By bringing us, forcing us over here, beating us into slavery, forgetting who we are, and all this and all that, and then benefiting off, us building America for him, man. So how did he get all his riches? Through extortion, by slavery, hardcore bondage, all that stuff, murder, rape, robbing, murder, all that stuff. That's the only way Esau was able to get what he has now. Also, too, he was blessed with the power, but most importantly, how did he get the power? Through what does it say? I can't even talk. The practice of obtaining some especially money through force and threats, man. And that's what Esau used, his force. He used his power, which is the sword, and gained power pretty much over the whole world, But this is what the Lord say: what sorrow awaits you, thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You become rich by extortion. How much longer can this go on? So, Habakkuk asking, how much longer can this go on, man? Suddenly your debtors will take action and will turn on you and take all you have while you stand trembling and helpless because you have plundered many nations. Now all the survivors will plunder you. You committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence. Is that not what Esau is doing today and has done all throughout the years to us, man? Would it put and say colonized America, colonized our people? You got the Mexicans, Hispanics, they thinking they need to pray to Virgin Mary and Catholic. They got us, the Negroes. They thinking we need to pray to white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They just totally colonized our people and changed a lot of our people for the worse, man. Right? Again, it says, because you have plundered many nations. Well, let's see if that word plundered is up in here. Looted. Yep, looted is cool too. To draw, to spoil, to plunder, take a spoil, to take a spoil, plunder. Let me see if I can look on this word plunder. Look up. Plunder, steal goods from a place or person, typically using force, and at a time war or civil disorder. Then you go here, it says privilege, steal. Is that not all Esau does, man? He stole us. He stole our resources. He stole our names. He try change the images of the Lord. Esau hand is called, Esau's called red-handed, man. His hand is right in the pot, right? Let's continue. Verse 9. What sorrow awaits you who builds big houses with money gained dishonesty. So their houses that they living in, all the land that they have, it's all gained through dishonesty, man, through rape, rob, and murder, right? We know how they got all this stuff, man. Even you look at the Epstein Island. How did he get that island, man? By sex trafficking kids, getting money by extorting and sex trafficking children, man. You know what I'm saying? So these people that own these big old companies, Kellogg's and Walmart and this and that and all these other big major companies, man, they all got some wickedness behind them. They all touching that blood money, man. Right? Still verse 9. What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gain dishonesty. You believe your wealth will by security putting your family nest above the reach of danger. You know how they keep everything in the family, their businesses and everything, and they really dumped off low key. They are nowhere to be found. But the Lord is gonna find them, and the Lord sees and is everything. So once them nukes hit, there is no security, man. Either whether you go underground, the Lord gonna send his fishers, man. He gonna drag you out and take you into captivity, man. Verse 10. But by the murders you have committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives. The very stones, the walls cry out against you, and the beams and the ceilings echo the complaint. Where sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption. So where sorrow awaits these people, man. The Lord is going to destroy these people. You know what I'm saying? Once these nukes hit, the Lord is going to wipe out all of America, and the ones who's under the ground who went to those bunkers, man, they're going to go into straight captivity. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, Esau going to be in a captivity for 1,000 years. And after that, Esau is going to be wiped off the face of the earth, man. Right? So this is how Esau gained his wealth. by rape, robbing, and murder, by plunder, by pollution, by extortion, wicked ways. And he thinks just because he have all this wealth, he has security. But no, when the Lord returns, there is no running, there is no hiding, there's nothing but straight wrath and destruction, man. Period. Let's see if there's more. Let me see. Yep, I pretty much proved the point about what that was right there for that second video. Now we're gonna jump to the third video and the last one real quick. Now listen. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Listen to what this dude has to say. Right here.
Those messages.
Go start it from the top.
Those messages are that black men are dangerous because if you look at the news, there have been studies on this. Local news overrepresents black folks as perpetrators, overrepresents white folks as victims. So the message that gets sent is they're dangerous, and specifically to you. They are not only bad people, they're going to hurt you. So therefore, we want to keep them on that side of town. We want to keep their children in those schools over there. We don't want to work around them. We don't want to live around them, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that message comes through loud and clear in the way that media represents people of color. You know, whenever we, thinking about Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old child that was shot in Cleveland by police, when that happened, what did they do? The first news story in Cleveland that made a big splash was about Tamir Rice's parents and the history of domestic abuse and criminality among his parents, not about the cop that killed him. We talk worse about black victims than we do white killers. What did we say about Ted Bundy? Oh, he was so smart and he was so quiet and he always seemed so nice. Every time one of these white boys goes and shoots up a school, what do we say? We had no idea he was going to do this. So we talk better, we have more sympathy for white folks who commit mass murder, bury bodies under the house, cook them up in a soup pot and eat them, right? Than we do black folks who were killed by police. We start digging for every bad thing they ever did. We want to know if they had a juvenile record. We want to know if they'd ever been arrested. That's what the media does. And until that changes, I'm afraid white folks will stay in denial, and it'll be very hard for us to move forward, whether we're talking about cops or just average everyday folks.
See that? See? And he's not lying, man. That's really what goes on today. You know, how they promote, you know, it could be a white serial killer, how you say, like Ted Bundy, and they say, oh, he's so sweet and so quiet. But yet, this, like he said, he was up there killing people, chopping them up, and eating them, man. Same thing with Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? But just like they did with George Floyd. They killed George Floyd, put his knee on his neck, you know, said he had this in the system, that in the system. Or if a person like a mayor gets killed or something like that, oh, this person had drugs in the system, he had this in the system, this and that. If you notice, every time a cop kills a person or a white person kills a black person, they always, you know, the black person who's dead always has some type of drug or some type of alcohol or some type of drug related stuff in his system, man. You know, and that's Esau. He's the ultimate blasphemer. He's the ultimate deceiver. He's the ultimate liar. He's the ultimate thief. He's the ultimate murderer. He's the terrorist for real. Nobody killed more people besides Yahweh than Esau Edom, man. You know, he killed more people on this earth than in any other race, man. That's why his sins has reached the heavens. But now we're gonna grab a precept. We're gonna go to Psalms 75:3. Oh shoot, I thought I was right. The earth is all empty. Is it 73:5? So it's lucky. Oh yep. Wrong precept. Psalm 73:5. Right here, we're gonna start at verse 3, and it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. You know, because as you can see, you know, Esau Edom is the wicked, but he's on top. But that's just how it is right now, man. We went off. So the Lord, you know, we want to follow after the other nations. So the Lord did exactly what he said he's going to do. Put us under captivity of the other nations, and they going to rule, and we going to be at the bottom. So that's our fault. We was going off, man. That's part of the curses. Verse 4, for there's no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Look what the NLT says. They seem to live painless lives. Their bodies are so healthy and strong. Yeah, man, it look like they living a life, man. It really do. You know, before we come into the truth, you think like, damn, like these white motherfuckers doing all this and all that, and we sitting up here trying to live right, and ain't going through nothing, and we going through it. Hey, I know I used to think that a lot, before I came into the truth, like, why the hell these motherfuckers ain't in trouble? Why they get to make this or make the rules and make this and make that? But when you come into the truth, you understand what's going on. Verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Right here, verse 5 in NLT, they don't have troubles like other men, neither are they plagued with problems like everyone else. Yeah, man, Esau is not in trouble like everyone else, man. You can have a white person go to shoot up a school, and what they do, remember that white boy that shot up that church, I think in Mississippi or somewhere down south, and they put him in a straitjacket, brought him Burger King, and they tried to say he need to be in a psychiatric home. But let us go up and shoot up a school or shoot up a building. They killing us and beating us off site, man. We ain't even gonna make it to the jail because we're gonna be dead before we get there. It was just a video a couple weeks ago how a handcuffed so-called black man was beaten to death by a room full of white cops, and that story just all of a sudden disappeared, right? And that's how it goes, man. Esau, he makes his rules for us. The rules are not for him. They don't get in trouble like we do. Esau could cry rape. A woman could cry rape on Esau, and the so-called white man will get probation in community service. A so-called black man get cry rape on, man, even from back in the day, all of you stand from back in the day, the stuff with the Emmett Till or all the other stuff, a white woman could lie on a black man, they was beating them, hanging them, torturing them, whatever. Still to this day, a woman scream rape on a so-called black man, he's guilty before proven innocent, man. And then it comes to find out, nothing ever happened, and the man has to live with that the rest of his life while the woman go on scot-free. They're not in trouble like we are, man. All the rules and their laws are for us. This is Esau's heaven. You know what I'm saying? This is our hell. So everything is against us, man. Right? So again, verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah, man. That's why I said this. Everything that dude said, it makes so much sense. It's nothing but the truth, right? But now let's go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, because Esau's strength is in his law. So we're going to start at Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. We're going to start at verse 8. It says, let us crown ourselves with the rosebuds before they are withered. Why? Because Esau knows his time is almost up. So he said, let us enjoy ourselves. Let us crown ourselves before our time is almost up. Let none of us go without part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion. This is our portion, and our lot is this. So Esau knows his lot to basically live it up, man. Let us have this fun. Let us enjoy ourselves because our time is almost up, man. Let's go ahead and wait. We're not gonna be here too much longer. Verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. So let us oppress everybody, man. Let us destroy everybody along the way while we're enjoying ourselves. It doesn't matter, kids, old, younger. It doesn't matter who you are. Let us oppress them. Let us put them down, man. Verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. So that's what their strength is, man. The laws and legislations. That's all Esau. That's what helps him take over this world, man. His power, the sword, and his laws and legislations, all that wrapped up in one, man. Like I said, this is his kingdom. This is his world, man. This is what we got to go through. You know what I'm saying? This is all part of the Lord's plan, man. But Esau is gonna get it. He knows what's going on, and this is nothing but Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. There's nothing but Esau reasoning with itself. He knows what's going on, man. These elites know what's going on, but that's why they pushing so much of this wickedness on this earth, man. They mad they don't have that birthright, so they trying to destroy our people so we can't get that birthright. But we already got it. Why? Because the Lord made a covenant with us. So despite of what Esau doing, all of Israel gonna be saved regardless. But this dude gotta go, man. He's not worth a damn. He's the biggest murderer, biggest rapist, biggest robber, all of that, man. Esau just gotta go. So that pretty much was it. I just saw these videos and just wanted to bring them out. Salakia. Saw these videos, just wanted to bring them out, and that's pretty much what it was, man. These heathens and these Gentiles know what's going on. They know we are the chosen people of the Lord. They know who we are, And that's why each one of them as well, you know, all the other nations, they gonna go on this after 1,000 years. All of them gonna go on to slavery for 1,000 years. But Esau, after 1,000 years, he's gonna get wiped off the face of the earth, man. Period. So, I truly hope this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I truly hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom.